Hi and welcome. My name is Tolan and I'm the co-founder of Productivity Me. In this video, we're going to look at how to format data, format types, and the location of different items within a chart, as well as how to format the elements of that chart. So with that, let's get started. To practice, because practicing is so much fun, we're going to go ahead and select this data and then practice inserting a chart with the keyboard shortcut of Alt F1. Alt F1 will create the chart from our selection and it will place it in our existing spreadsheet. So now, how to modify or rather format the data. So if we click on any individual chart element here in the Format tab, it will have a name here in the name box, or the chart element box, I guess is what it's called. So currently we have the chart area selected. If we were to select this item here, it would say that it's series Q2, and that's simply the Q2. If we were to click this item here, it would be the vertical axis. If we were to have, say, a horizontal axis, or maybe even axis titles, we could create those. And then if and when we say select them, it would appear in this box. So if you're ever curious what type or what portion of the chart that you have selected, you can come here to the Format tab and then look in the chart element box here. So let's say that we didn't like these colors. If you didn't like the colors, you could actually manually go in and change them. The way that you would change them would be select the individual item you want, and you could, of course, go to the Design tab and go to Change Colors. That's perhaps an easier way to do it. But if you didn't like that approach, you could manually go to the Format tab and then you can individually select those colors by, say, doing that. And you might actually want to select everything in that series and then change the color. Let's say yellow. And maybe that, in your mind, is a little bit more appropriate. Now, what other formatting changes can we do? We could say change the format title. So maybe we don't like this font. We could change the font with our mini toolbar. Although generally I think it's a good idea to stay consistent throughout your chart. So I'm gonna hit Control-Z to undo that. Then you could go ahead and you could add fill. So you could add fill to the color or the chart. So you could go there, you could say, I want it to be maybe an orangish fill or green fill. You can make it really ugly or really beautiful, totally dependent on what you want to do. There are other formatting changes that you might want to consider. So things like coming to the Home tab and you can make it bold, or you could make your axes bold. So you could make those bold and make them stand out a little bit. You could change the font color to red if you wanted. There's lots of different things you can do. So kind of I guess the default takeaway of this video is that you can change the overall formatting by changing the style of the chart that you have selected. You can change the colors, or you can use a quick layout. But then you can also format the individual elements, such as the chart title, such as the axes or the axes titles, as well as the color of the individual bars, by going to your Format tab and then selecting things like fill color, shape fill, I guess. All right, so with that, in our next video, we're going to go ahead and look at the idea of modifying the axes and the different labels. So if you want to, you can join us in that video. All right, see you soon, and as always, thanks for watching.